Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The error code P0497 indicates that the vehicle's evaporative emission control system, EVAP, is detecting low purge flow. This system is crucial as it captures and recycles fuel vapors from the fuel tank and prevents them from escaping into the atmosphere. A low purge flow condition can impair vehicle performance and lead to emissions control issues. The components involved in this system include the EVAP canister purge valve, the fuel tank pressure sensor, FTP, and the related vacuum lines. Each of these components plays a specific role in ensuring that fuel vapors are properly evacuated and that optimal performance is maintained. The EVAP system location varies, but the purge valve and canister are typically found in the engine compartment, near the intake manifold and the fuel tank. The DTC P0497 signifies that there is a low purge flow detected within the EVAP system. This system includes vital components such as the EVAP canister purge valve, located generally in the engine compartment, and the FTP sensor, which is usually positioned near the fuel tank. The EVAP canister helps manage fuel vapors, collecting them for combustion rather than allowing them to escape into the atmosphere. A decrease in the purge flow indicates that the vapor cannot move effectively through the system, which can lead to performance issues. The FTP sensor monitors the pressure inside the fuel tank and sends relevant data to the Engine Control Module, ECM. Understanding where all these elements are located and how they interact is essential for troubleshooting. Several factors can cause DTC P0497. A poor connection at the FTP sensor or the EVAP canister purge valve could lead to incorrect signals being sent to the ECM. Similarly, a blockage in the vacuum lines can also prevent proper vapor flow, contributing to the low purge flow condition. A faulty purge valve may fail to open or close properly, disrupting the flow of vapors. Additionally, if the FTP sensor is malfunctioning, it might not accurately reflect the tank's pressure, leading to imprecise readings that could trigger this DTC. Each of these causes creates a potential for miscommunication within the system that should be checked systematically. The symptoms of DTC P0497 manifest primarily through the check engine light illuminating on the dashboard, signaling a fault. Drivers may also experience noticeable performance issues, such as reduced engine efficiency or hesitation during acceleration. These symptoms can often lead to increased fuel consumption due to improper fuel vapor management. Moreover, because the EVAP system is essential for emissions control, failing to address low purge flow can lead to increased emissions, potentially causing the vehicle to fail emissions tests. Being proactive about these symptoms is important for overall vehicle health, emphasizing the need for timely diagnostics. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0497 involves verifying the problem. Start by turning the vehicle to the on mode, which allows electronic systems to power up without starting the engine. Next, utilize the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS, to clear the DTC. After clearing the code, navigate to the EVAP test in the inspection menu and select the function test. This preliminary step helps confirm whether the issue persists or is intermittent. Should the result be okay, this points to a transient issue requiring closer inspection. For loose connections or poor terminal contacts with key components, like the FTP sensor, the EVAP canister purge valve, and the Engine Control Module, PCM. In this troubleshooting step, you need to turn the vehicle to the off lock mode, allowing you to safely inspect the EVAP system components. Focus on the EVAP canister purge line, which connects the intake manifold to the EVAP canister. This component is crucial for ensuring that vapors are efficiently transported through the system. Check for any signs of damage, blockages, or poor connections. If the line is compromised, it can directly impact the effectiveness of the purge flow and activate the DTC code. If everything appears to be in order, you will proceed to the next step for further diagnosis. The third step involves identifying the specific area of failure related to the EVAP canister purge line. Start by removing the EVAP canister purge valve while keeping the connector and vacuum hose attached. Next, disconnect the vacuum hose from the valve and remove the EVAP canister purge line from the canister. At this point, you'll connect a T-fitting along with the vacuum gauge and vacuum pump to the purge line. It is essential to apply about 2 kilopascals, 0.6 inches, 15 millimeters energy per decibel of vacuum to check if it holds. Holding vacuum is necessary for proper operation. Failure to do so indicates a blockage elsewhere in the purge line, requiring further investigation. In the fourth step, the next logical component to test is the EVAP canister purge valve itself. It plays a critical role in allowing vapors to be purged from the EVAP canister to the intake manifold. A malfunction in this component can severely affect the entire system's functionality. Check for any signs of wear, blockage, or visible damage. If the valve appears compromised, it's best to replace it to ensure proper operation. If the purge valve is working correctly, you can move on to checking the purge tube next, as it's essential for maintaining vacuum levels in the system. For this step, connect the vacuum pump and gauge to the purge tube while ensuring the engine is idling for accurate measurement. The purge tube runs from the intake manifold to the EVAP canister purge valve and must be free from blockages for proper function. By checking whether there is vacuum present at this stage, you can ascertain if the pathway is completely unobstructed. A lack of vacuum could indicate that there are blockages in the passages that connect the intake manifold to the valve, preventing proper operation of the EVAP system. If vacuum is confirmed, you will advance to checking the fuel tank pressure sensor in the next step. In this step, carefully remove the FTP sensor while keeping its connector intact. It's vital to connect a T-fitting to the vacuum pump/gauge. This configuration will allow you to apply vacuum and assess the sensor's performance in real time. After turning the vehicle to the on mode, monitor the data list for readings from the FTP sensor using the HDS. It is imperative to slowly apply about 1.3 kilopascal, 0.4 inch height, 10 millimeters Hg, of vacuum to the sensor's hose while ensuring not to exceed this value to prevent damaging the sensor. If the readings change appropriately, it indicates the sensor is functioning as expected. However, if the values do not respond, it may signal that the sensor itself is faulty and requires replacement. In the final troubleshooting step, you will reconvene the connections of the EVAP canister purge line to the EVAP canister, ensuring proper reinstallation of the FTP sensor. Once this is done, disconnect the vacuum hose from the EVAP canister purge valve again in the engine compartment. At this juncture, connect the T-fitting, vacuum gauge, and vacuum pump to the hose. It's critical to slowly apply approximately 2 kilopascal, 0.6 inch height, 15 millimeters height of vacuum and observe if the hose holds this vacuum. If it does not, the issue may lie at the EVAP canister purge line port, necessitating repairs or replacement of the EVAP canister vent shut valve if the line holds vacuum but is still non-functional. After completing the troubleshooting steps and making any necessary repairs, it's essential to perform a final verification. Begin by clearing the DTC using the HDS once more. Then, take the vehicle for a test drive to ensure it operates smoothly without triggering the DTC again. During the drive, monitor the EVAP system's performance. paying attention to any signs of hesitation, performance dips, or the check engine light turning on. This step confirms that the issue has been successfully resolved and that the EVAP system is functional. Ensuring each component is performing correctly is crucial in maintaining compliance with emission standards and ensuring the longevity of the vehicle. Preventive maintenance is key to avoiding future occurrences of DTC P0497. Regular inspections should be made a part of routine vehicle care, focusing specifically on the EVAP system. Checking vacuum lines periodically for cracks or blockages can preemptively address issues before they escalate. It's also wise to monitor for any new DTC codes that could indicate troubles in other related systems. Keeping all components clean and well-maintained will help ensure your vehicle's emission system is functioning correctly. Establishing a maintenance schedule focusing on these aspects is essential to long-term vehicle performance and adherence to emission regulations. In conclusion, DTC P0497 relates to low purge flow within the EVAP system, which can impact vehicle performance and emissions. Recognizing the significance of this code is essential for timely repairs and adherence to environmental standards. By following a structured troubleshooting guide, mechanics can pinpoint issues effectively, ensuring that each component is functioning as intended. Additionally, performing regular maintenance and inspections on the EVAP system will help prevent future DTC occurrences, contributing to improved vehicle performance. A thorough understanding of the roles different components play in the EVAP system will foster better diagnostics in the long run. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.